Cairo, a city of 20 million people, but also more than 2 million stray dogs. The animals and the people of Cairo live side by side, but not always in perfect harmony. I'm an Egyptian filmmaker. My friends call me Soli. And I've often wondered what life is really like for these unwanted animals.
I think everything about it was so endearing and so heartwarming. And like the search for Laeli and then watching it again twice, the narrative symmetry. I mean, obviously, you can't plan something like that. And so I thought the filmmakers, like the way in which we watch her journey, I mean, with the twist, it was truly a hero's journey with these rescuers and with the dog. And so from the very beginning, they mentioned something about how getting dogs adopted means that you have to create a story for them. And wow, the filmmakers did that. I mean, expertly. It was very meta and very smart. To it's a story within a story. It's about creating a narrative for these strays who are in need of help, so that they can receive the help that they need. And they did that with Laeli's story, and it does make you want to get involved. And so amazing to see all of these different people who are passionate about her recovery. And all the people, I thought that they did a great job of capturing all of these different people who are passionate about not just dog rescue, but this dog in particular, and building out her family. And so when she's found at the end, it was so smart and so beautiful to watch the new foster owners Zoom and connect with the people in Egypt. So you really get an understanding, first of all, just of how smart these documentarians are about like closing out this narrative in a really beautiful and touching way, but just like the network of people who are involved in this in Laeli's life, and how much work it takes, and how passionate these people are about this line of work, because obviously and clearly this is no easy task. And so I think the documentarian did a great, I mean, and they clearly were knee deep in this narrative as well. And so, yeah, I think from beginning to end, you really get a sense of who this dog is and what they've been through. And you're rooting for everybody. You're rooting for the documentarian. You're rooting for the sex of people in Egypt. You're rooting for the people in Toronto, and everybody really works together, not only to like save Laeli's life, but like to create this beautiful story for her, and then hopefully to inspire other people to do the same.
I thought it was so well made and just very moving. Um, this is a film about stray dogs and animal rescue in Cairo. And I loved following the people as they rescue and care for this dog. It's just so heartwarming. Um, One thing I love about this film is that it really involves you, or involves the viewer, in the process of rescuing these dogs. It's shot in a sort of documentary style that really gives the whole movie a behind the scenes feel, like the curtain is being pulled back for us, and we get to follow along step by step. Um, I love the story of this dog. I thought the decision to root the film in the story of a single dog, and let that dog represent the larger issue, I thought that was a smart decision. This film is just so hopeful and uplifting. I love that it had a positive message.
You kind of run the roller coaster of emotions with this film, and it hit home for me to a place where, damn it, I don't like to start crying when I'm watching films, and y'all made me cry. Not very happy about that, but it was worth it, because this film, it took you, like I said, ran the gamut of all of these emotions. I thought that the cinematography was incredible. They did such a wonderful job. The editing to keep the story flowing, to keep it moving along, beautiful. Even the music that they chose, it added this sense of urgency to the entire film. The story, what a crazy, beautiful story about Laeli, and how the filmmakers, even they went ahead and they traveled to Toronto with her to go to her new home, and everything that happened, the times that she was escaped and she was gone for, and then they found her again. And it was honestly nail biting moments only to come full circle and to find out that she made a full recovery was just incredible. Thank you for sharing this story with all of us. And it's just so inspirational. It makes you feel good.
I thought this was really, really lovely. I really liked how they told the story, how they educated about like the animal shelters and situation in other countries far from America and, you know, far from North America, in Egypt and, you know, Cairo, for example. And while they did that, you still tracked this one particular dog as they're giving education, as you're learning, as you're going through this whole entire process. You literally track this dog from, you know, being rescued through the vet, through shelters, through this entire journey. And I think that that's so wonderful, and I really liked that you got to see this whole journey, got to see it from beginning to end as you're learning, as you are finding out more about what happens to these animals.
Wow, I didn't know this stuff was happening in the world where these things get put around a stray dog as they grow, this thing just stays on their neck and doesn't get removed by anybody. Except for, God bless these people, these volunteers, these people that are actually going out and caring for these animals. It brought me to tears. And hopefully I can get through this comment without crying, because wow, I mean, just the thought of that happening, it's just so sad and horrific. And just seeing the poor dog with its swollen face and neck. And wow, I mean, I just thought this as a documentary had a very clear focus, which I love, a really good script and narration and pace, and just the production value was good. And God, you know, I'm so glad I saw this, and God bless everybody who's out there volunteering and helping these animals. And thank you to the filmmaker for making this. I hope this gets out there to a lot more people, and so we can bring awareness to other places where this is maybe happening or something similar, or just these poor dogs that need help, animals that need help when they don't have it.
Really great story about this dog, and I really like how even took the filmmaker for a twist. One way to go to another, and I think it was very well done and very sweet and very well made.